Blink-182 has announced a deluxe edition of their album One More Time called One More Time Part 2 that's going to feature 8 brand new songs. I'm going to break down the track list as well as the album pre-order bundles and talk about the brand new tracks that were released today right now. Hey everybody, it's Nick here with you. Welcome back to the channel. So Blink-182 have announced a deluxe edition of their album One More Time. It's going to be called, appropriately enough, One More Time Part 2. It's going to feature 8 new songs dropping on September the 6th. And this isn't the first time that Blink-182 has done a deluxe edition of one of their albums. Of course, they did a deluxe edition of their album California when they were still with Matt Skiba back in 2017. And we kind of knew this deluxe edition One More Time Part 2 was coming because Travis Barker has been teasing it big time on social media. So this will be the full, complete, ultimate edition of One More Time. It's going to feature the OG album. It's going to feature 2 of the digital-only bonus tracks that were released when the original album came out about a year ago. And then it's going to feature 8 brand new songs. That's a hearty helping of new Blink-182. And I'm really excited for this deluxe edition of One More Time. I'm a big fan of the original album. I did a review for that here on the channel, and I'll link that up for you here. And I really like this album cover for One More Time Part 2 that's showing Mark, Tom, and Travis as kids. Now, Mark and Tom both look exactly the same. It's very easy to pick them out. But I don't know, Travis, he doesn't look quite the same as he did when he was a kid. Maybe it's because he didn't have all the tattoos all over his body when he was just a youngster. And the album is going to be available on 2 main versions. A Blue Balls LP, it's very appropriate for Blink. It's going to feature the entire deluxe album, all the songs. And then the Red Rocket version is going to feature just the One More Time Part 2 track listing, all the bonus tracks, including the digital stuff, which is the version that I'm more likely to get because I already have One More Time on CD. Then taking a look at the track list for the deluxe edition, there are 27 songs total on this deluxe edition, of course, featuring the OG album with the digital-only bonus tracks that were released when the album originally came out last year. Those songs are called See You and Cut Me Off. Those are integrated into the original album track listing before Childhood, which is the last song on the OG album. And then we're getting 8 brand new songs from Blink-182. We're getting No Fun and All in My Head, which were released today. I'll talk about those in just a minute. And then we'll get to songs called Can't Go Back. We have Every Other Weekend, Everyone, Everywhere, If You Never Left, One Night Stand, and Take Me In. So we are getting a lot of songs, 27 songs total on this deluxe edition track list. And I'm not sure if there's a CD version of this being released. I don't see anything for pre-order right now on the Blink-182 website, but I'm sure that's going to be coming. And deluxe editions really are all the rage these days. I guess it is a way for bands to kind of double dip with their fans. They release the original album, and then a year later, 6 months later, or whatever it is, they come out with the deluxe edition with additional songs. I personally always love it when bands release more material, so I am totally down with, I guess, buying another edition of One More Time. And so let's take a look at these 2 new songs that were released by Blink today, All in My Head and No Fun. I gotta admit, both of these songs have me pretty pumped to hear the rest of the songs on this deluxe edition. The first song that we heard is called All in My Head. I love the intro on this song from Mark. What does he say? I'm a tiny speck of nothing, and I'm the entire universe writ large. I feel like we all feel that from time to time, don't we? And I love the heavy intro on this, kind of halftime drums from Travis Barker, that epic intro into the chuggy guitars with the lead vocals from Mark on the verse. I really think this song kicks off in style. And I really like the call and response vocals between Mark and Tom on the verse. The new songs on One More Time, the OG album, they all really made good use of having both Mark and Tom on lead vocals. I found on the Neighborhoods album, which was the last album they released before they got back together, I found on that record sometimes they were always singing separately. It didn't feel like they were always singing together and harmonizing together, but the new songs, especially this one too, All in My Head, make use of having them both on vocals, and I think that is key to the Blink-182 sound. I also like the line in here, typical Tom DeLonge line, watch some porn and sing. It's a typical Blink-182 lyric, but I think in general this is the stronger of the 2 tracks that we got from Blink-182 today. Then we get to a song called No Fun. This one felt more like a Blink-182 album track or single. Didn't really stand out to me as being as strong as some of the songs on One More Time, the OG edition. But this is a deluxe edition. It's to be expected. Maybe the songs won't be quite as strong as the songs that were picked for the original album. And it makes me wonder, were these songs recorded as part of the original One More Time sessions when the album was recorded, I guess, couple of years ago by now. Were they recorded and written during those sessions, or were they recorded and written over the last year or so after the original One More Time album came out? I'm inclined to think they've been working on it over the last year. I don't think these were part of the original sessions, but I could be completely wrong. You can let me know in the comments. But I think that kind of affects the writing process of whether these songs were kind of just left over from those sessions or if they were written as a fresh batch of awesome new songs. This song has an epic organ intro with epic vocals from Tom DeLonge kicking it off, and then it breaks into a typical Blink-182 rocker. I think this one is going to have to grow on me a little bit. It didn't really strike me immediately as much as All in My Head. I think this is a cool song. I think I dig All in My Head a little bit more overall, but overall these are really cool songs. I'm really excited to hear the rest of the deluxe edition, and this is a really nice taster. So we have this deluxe edition of One More Time Part 2, the sequel, coming out on September the 6th. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to hearing 8, or I guess now 6, brand new songs from Blink-182 when it comes out on the 6th. Let me know if you're excited for this deluxe edition of One More Time, whether you're going to buy the Blue Balls edition, which has all 27 tracks on it, or if you're going to go with the Red Rocket edition, which just features some of the new tracks that we're getting onto this deluxe edition. Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, make sure to toss me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. If you like what I'm doing here on the channel, make sure to smash the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos here on the channel, and make sure to follow me on social media across platforms at Nick Chino Music, and you can check out my band if you love Oasis, Foo Fighters. We don't really sound like Blink, but if you like good rock music, you can check us out right now at foolsunion.com. But I'll see you guys again for another video here on the channel. Until then, rock on, everybody.